In all of this issue on ground regarding the Uromi and the 16 with them, why? A lot of persons have been talking about the result. But what led to that why is one thing nobody want to talk about. The build up before that thing. But do you think I can just stop you? By looking at you, I will just decide maybe I won't buy you. But in the next video you are going to see from this guy, Oto, he's going to analyze what he knew about the entire build up before that 16 were eventually quiet. Though taking somebody's life is not justifiable, but one thing you must know, there was already a build up to that event before it really occurred. Hear him out, because I always tell people, if you know say wetin I go do to you, it go make you vex, make you not do unto me.
Hello. If you are a southerner and you have come across some of the responses of northern youths concerning the Uromi unaliving, don't immediately get angry, because what is happening in the north is a conditioning that has taken place for decades. And what we are also witnessing now is the climax of many happenings we have ignored. And I want to use this medium to speak to northerners. Use this medium to speak to northerners. You see, one thing with southerners is that we've been able to adjust with the dynamics of time. We change with time. But you see, northerners want to elongate primitivity. They want to carry primitiveness to modernity. This is 2025, and things have changed. We have the internet. We have many things that were not available 20 years ago, 30 years ago, 40 years ago, 50 years ago, 100 years ago. Southerners have been able to adjust with time. Now, when a northern man keeps giving birth to children he knows he cannot definitely take care of, in his mind, he is populating the number of people that will make Islam and populating the population of Islam. That is, I live in the north here. I know they said when you give birth, just give birth, and if the child does not survive, well, it is God's will. If it survives, it's God's will. Give him a plate, goes and beg for food. If he survives, it's God's will. If he doesn't survive, it's God's will. What is happening let me take that again. What is happening in the north is the north trying to contend with reality of the many ignorances that they have meted on northern youths. Number one, you have refused to educate the youth. You have allowed people, young men, without proper educational foundation to grow into adulthood. Very recently, a governor in the north gave out state money for youths to get married. I mean, what's that? You have deprived the northern youths from competition, from discovering potentials, from investigating and discovering the best they can put themselves into. You have to pamper them and excuse some of their excesses. Now, to the issue that happened in Uromi, I got a first-hand knowledge. Now, these people were coming from Port Harcourt and they got to Uromi, and they were accosted or stopped by the vigilante in Urumi. It was a normal routine check. It was a very, very normal routine check. It wasn't as if the vigilante came out and said, hey, today we are going to unalive Fulani, suspected Fulani. Trailers have been passing. That trailer that was stopped was not the first, was not the only truck that was stopped. Other trucks were stopped and interrogated and was left to pass. Now, information reaching me that when the trailer was stopped, do you know that the same vigilante took the driver and his support or the driver and those that sit in front with them, they took them to the police station. Did anybody tell you that? Now, did anybody also tell you that when they stopped them and they were asking them questions and some of them went up to check what they were carrying along, do you know that one of the unalived 16 first initiated the aggression by stabbing one of the vigilantes. Now, what are you saying? That I stopped a trailer, make you go through the normal necessary check and question and answering, and then before you know it, a vigilante is stabbed. I am trying to imagine a southern man goes to the north and vigilantes stopped him and it brings out a knife and stab one of the vigilantes in the north. That one nobody will argue. Sharply, they don't finish you. So why will it be different if a southern man does it? The truth is this: most northerners feel their life is more precious than the life of this. They even say it here now. They say it here. I've heard it several times. I'm almost 60 in the north now, so they say it. Now, these happenings is a wake-up call. It's a wake-up call to government. And it's also a wake-up call to northerners, whether Fulani have an agenda or not. It's a wake-up call that, look, that southerners have been keeping quiet for this long doesn't mean they don't have teeth to bite back. Doesn't mean they don't have fists to fight back. These threats and blackmail that you are doing, that you're going to fight back, it won't work. What has happened in Edo State is a rude awakening. Perhaps to not as well, but it's a rude awakening to Southerners. For long we've been keeping quiet. I'm a Southerner living in the North, and I will not pretend that I'm not with my people. For many years, since Buhari's government, we've been crying that Fulanis are going into our lands, desecrating our farms, feeding their cattle to their farm. We cannot be in a society where a group of people value their cows more than human lives. Now, I am not saying that I want this to continue, but hey, if you want violence, it is not a monopoly of you. Me, I be worried person. We know they carry last. We get violence, plenty. We get violence, but I don't want it. But if that's what you want, fine. You dish one, I dish one. We don't get, in fact, when I don't slap our cheek, there's no other cheek to turn again. This time it is paya popaya. You don't slap. We've taken this nonsense for far too long. We've taken this nonsense for far too long. So the choice is yours. If you want peace, we are ready to embrace it. If you want violence, well, it is not. Violence is not a special deposit in the North. It is everywhere. My name is Magnus Oraka. Please follow this page and share this post now.